Hello everyone and welcome back to the Barbecue Grill Master channel. I know. It's been 3 years since we said we were going to do this, but now we're back. And to think we were just about to start making videos, and what did I do? I made a blunder on the first video. So just gone was Mother's Day, and after church we decided, you know what? Let's just do a small barbecue. Family of five, Sunday roast dinner. You know how it is in the UK. The sun's out. Let's do something. And we went to Tesco, got the meat, everything. And I'm thinking, all right, let me use this opportunity to make that first YouTube video. And lo and behold, just as I was about to record, or rather I finished recording, only to find out my mic wasn't turned on. How ironic. So, this is one of my first mistakes in YouTube is I had no mic, on. I couldn't, all the audio was gone and everything. And obviously some other elements of videoing or vlogging were wrong. I think I'm still sort of like a baby in this, so shout out to anyone who's a content creator or YouTuber. I give you guys all the praise, all the kudos. The amount of hours I've had to watch just to even though make this one video, it's amazing what you guys do. It's not my world. I'm just here for fun. I'm not looking to be some kind of expert in this, but just to give people who book our services for catering and parties, just to see another world, about us. But I am willing to learn. So any tips, put your comments down below. I'll be really, really appreciative of that. So yeah, let's jump into the video.
Hello everyone, how you doing? So I want to show you how I marinated this meat. Here we got chicken thighs, then we got some pork loins, and then some beef sticks which we're gonna use a mix here with, and then some salmon which we're gonna do some barbecue salmon. So everything is all we bought everything from Tesco. We're just trying to do some simple seasonings just to do a normal Sunday roast. So as you see, the chicken, the pork itself, and obviously the suya sticks we will be making with suya pepper, and this I'm gonna use with simple all-purpose seasoning. So for the chicken, it is gonna be a jerk seasoning. What I have done here is I've taken some extra spices from the main ingredients and from that bottle, so you can use any jerk seasoning whatsoever. Doesn't have to be anything, just pick up anything, and then you just want to enhance the main ingredients that come in with it. So what I've done is I've added some more brown sugar, thyme, pimento, chicken spice, and all purpose seasoning. So these I'm just gonna chuck in with that jerk seasoning to give it that added flavor. This is a quick hack for you if you're not really into making jerk seasoning from start, and it's the easiest way for you to have jerk chicken recipes on your menu, and obviously giving it that authentic Caribbean flavor that your guest will really really enjoy. And trust me, it is really really nice, and is one that I know that you will enjoy because I've tried it so many times, and also it's very very easy. Up next, this is the suya spice, and we're gonna mix that with a little bit of chicken bouillon. And with this chicken bouillon, it's just to give it that enhanced flavor, and that's all gonna go on with the beef steaks. With the salmon, just very easy. I always say the easier the better. All-purpose seasoning, which is what we're gonna use on both salmon. We're just gonna sprinkle it on, and yeah, easy to do recipes. I recommend you try this at home, and don't forget to spray a little bit of oil on your meat before you marinate the meats. And yeah, it is one thing that I have always tried. All right, so let's get into it. Let's now marinate all this meat. I always color code everything I use. So red bucket means for anything that is raw meat, and red knife as well, red chopping board. So once you're in my kitchen, once you see anything red, it's all for raw meat. All right, we'll cut up the chicken bag, put in the red bowl. All right, I'm just gonna put that away, and the same thing is gonna be for the meat. We're gonna marinate that meat in a similar way in a separate box as well. Just gonna show you what that thin cut beef steak looks like. I mean, in most places, some people, buy them frozen and then they slice it off for them. But there you can see fresh, nicely cut. It could be shin, it could be heel, it could be um top side, whatever beef you want to use. But with this cut, it is a top side beef, and that's what we're going to be using there. All right. So with the pork loins as well, like I said, we are making jerk chicken and jerk pork loins. We're gonna add both in the same bowl, and we're gonna marinate those together. And like I said, the salmon as well would be with the all-purpose seasoning. So there, we're just gonna take the all-purpose seasoning. Don't need too much on it. Just sprinkle a little bit of all-purpose seasoning all over that. Don't forget, like I said earlier on, spray with oil. What the oil does, it helps all the spices to bind down with your meat, and obviously it aids with the cooking as well. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of all-purpose seasoning there on each of the meats.
Okay, so now you can see the mistake I made in that video. There was no audio. I had to do a voiceover. And with that all voiceover, you could see, there were elements of pauses here and there. But it just shows, how much, there is in terms of doing videos and what I have to learn, and make sure that this kind of mistakes doesn't happen again. I have been learning some few things. I've had to download some few softwares. I've had to watch some few editing videos, how to use CapCut, how to do things, different things. So do bear with me if the video doesn't come out the way you expected it. Sometimes I might look left, I might look right, but I'm meant to be looking straight at you. Yes, you. And yeah, so this is my first mistake in YouTube. Shout out to anyone who's out there making contents for the first time. I think we're all in this boat together. If you have any tips or anything you think we should be doing in terms of how we make our videos or what you would like to see, I have my own ideas. But yeah, feel free, drop a comment, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you at the next event. Barbecue Grill Master, the real taste of the grill.